Yo, I don't do this often. I don't plan on doing this often. But was thinking about video ideas and stuff like that, and like what I wanted to make. And my little cousin just came from out of town, so while I'm just brainstorming and stuff, and I'm like adding little video ideas to like my notes and stuff like that, on top of like the video game stuff, because I also want to do like some one-on-one vlog type of junk. Man, don't mind that. That's the AC in the back. It is mad hot, and I got work at like 9. It's like 11, dude. Lil Jit been working, making money. But no, I want to talk about. I was just walking with him. We just came from getting something to eat, and I'm walking with him, and it's like this huge lake area, and we were just walking across the field, and then I stopped, and I got hit with like a whole bag of nostalgia, and I'm like, man, and it brought me to a time where I was talking to this girl like earlier, and I was running cross country at the time, and I remember like we jogged together and stuff around the lake, and we sat we was just like walking across the grass, like we had passed the lake, and it's like grass, it's like a park, grass and everything, so it's like a whole so we're just walking, and like I just get hit with like a whole bag of nostalgia, and I'm thinking back to all those times, like I sat right here, and I was like, dang, man. And it really took me aback, because I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, dang, forever never really lasts that long. It really never lasts that long, man. Because it had me like, I'm talking a little bit too fast, but I'm trying to wrap this up. But it was like when you envision yourself with somebody, and like all the moments y'all have, because like we sat in the grass, like it was on some like Romeo and Juliet type of junk, man. Like I'm thinking to myself, like, man, I sat in the grass and everything with this girl. I knew her problems, I knew her woes, and she knew mine, and all this type of stuff. And it was cool. Like we had corny chemistry. But then I'm thinking to myself, it's like, none of that stuff really lasts forever. The money don't last forever. Women don't last forever. None of this stuff really, all this stuff is really temporary. And the only ones that really love you unconditionally is really your family. So it's like, I'm thinking, and I'm like, dang, because I was like, dang, how can I just walk past this spot after all this stuff I did with this person, like all the experiences I had? And it's like, should I regret those times I had? Should I regret giving myself so much of myself to this person, and I'm not even here anymore? And then I just came to the realization of being like, nah, I shouldn't regret it. It's an experience. I experienced that person in full. They experienced me in full. Now it hurts that I will never see them again, or I might never, it never be as it was. But it's like, dang, I had that experience. We had that good time. So it was like kind of just realizing, man, sometimes you just gotta live in the present. Sometimes you gotta stop. You always have to look towards the future, but sometimes it's like, I would say nowadays, it's like, man, everybody's kind of living for like the temporary. Nobody is going to be here forever. And although I was looking for like the long term, and I'm like, man, I can envision myself with this person, and it doesn't work out. It's like, where does that leave me? Forever never lasts that long. And it's crazy, because it's like when you have that type of mindset, which I got like that weird mindset of like, I'm talking to a person, I'm like, shoot, I could see myself being, this. But then it's like, when it doesn't work out, I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Or I'm like, dang, I spent so much time envisioning what could have been. And it's like, letting that go is like really like a hard pill to swallow. But then it's like, looking back, it's like, I don't regret those times. Should I regret them? They made me smile. It's not like I was torturing myself. They made me smile. I had good times. But it's over now, and I can't really do nothing but accept that. So it's kind of just coming to the realization of being like, dang, man. It's like, dang. And like the stone just keeps rolling. Like, it's crazy how I could have an experience like that, thinking I found the love of my life, and then is gone. And now I'm just here. And then I'm like, dang. And then I'm just me. I'm just me. I mean, that's cool and everything. There ain't nothing wrong with being yourself, but it's like, dang, like, that's like, think about like your grandma or something. That's like thinking that she'll always be here and then she ain't. That's like crazy. Like, that's a crazy concept to like consider, being like, dang, I like, forever never seems that long until you're gone. Got me listening to that Outkast jump, but that was pretty much it. Just a quick rant. I think I got another topic I want to discuss, but I'm probably gonna get to that in another video. Whoever's watching, I appreciate you for watching, but it's like, dang, I just had that. I'm just like walking through, and we had so many good experiences. Like, I remember like the park, all the corny jokes and all that type of stuff, and then thinking back and being like, dang, that person doesn't even mess with me no more, or vice versa. It's like, wow. It's such a weird thing. But I experienced that person in full, so I guess I shouldn't regret it. It's not like I held back a piece of me and she didn't hold back a piece of her. It was love. I mean, I guess you can call that love. It was an experience. Ain't really much you can do but enjoy the time that you had. But when it's gone, it's gone. It's like, hey, and now you on your own. But because I'm looking at my notes and stuff, and I'm thinking, like, what are you supposed to do after a breakup? Like, for a guy. I mean, because obviously, yeah, move on and stuff like that, but sometimes it's like, even after that, it's like, what do you really do? Because think of it like this. It's like a dead end, right? It's like a dead end. Stick with me. Let's say you get done with a breakup. You're already fit. You've been through sports. And your body's fit. Your mental is fit. Your mental is fit. Actually, I feel like this should have been another video. I'm kind of lost. I'm gonna just add this on to the anyway. So I'm thinking to myself, it's like, body is fit, mentally there, emotionally intelligent, physically fit, patient, the whole nine, right? You've gone through the stuff of like just developing those type of skills, the type of skills that would make you think that you'd be more desirable and stuff like that. And it really just makes no sense, really. Like, all you can really do is kind of be you after that. All you can really do is like kind of be you, because like as soon as you like get through a breakup, the first thing you want to do is like go to the gym, eat healthy, do all the right things, do all the things you should have done before, get yourself right, your mindset right. And like, in all reality, your mindset and your body should have been right when you was with the person. But hey, sometimes we all need that boost. But I'm thinking, and it really just kind of cuts down to like, I forgot how I put this, because I was thinking in my head. I was like talking to myself. My cousin was like, you bugging, bro. I was like, nah, bro, you just don't think like I do. And it's like more of like someone else's negligence doesn't define your self-worth. So it's kind of like even when you have the whole nine, you could be emotionally intelligent, you could be physically attractive, you could have the money, the status, the fame. Shoot, look at Curry. I would not. I was gonna say I'd hate to be in his situation, but I would not. That dude is making a whole bunch of money. Too much. And he's light skinned. Evil light skins. But no, like look at Curry's situation. I don't mean to disrespect his family or nothing like that, but if you hear about the stuff that like he's went through, it's like nobody is spared. This dude makes so much money. Too much money. Up there with LeBron. He makes a lot of money. He's famous. Dang on celebrity level. And it's like, even, I'm not gonna say he can't keep his girl. I don't really keep up with the status and everything, but even then he still goes through the daily pains of like like just self-worth, because that dude is worth millions. All right, this dude is worth millions. So it's like, bro, when you have everything and you still get thrown to the sideline, it doesn't define your self-worth. Because sometimes it's like, because the first thing a lot of people like to do, myself included, is like, I look at myself and be like, dang, bro, what did I do wrong? What could I have done? You know? Hold on, man, I'm making a video. Oh, it's like, man, what could I have done? And it's like sometimes there's nothing you really can do. Sometimes you could have been the perfect person for them. Sometimes it's not even your fault. Sometimes it's on them. But it doesn't define your self-worth. If a 10 out of 10 chick leave you and you did everything you were supposed to, it just, that ain't on you. That's on the other person. Somebody told me like this. Well, I seen it on YouTube. It was like, not YouTube, it was like somewhere online, but it was like, he was like, if you walk up to somebody with a bag of money and they don't know what's in the bag, and you try to give it to them and they decline it and they're like, no, I don't want it. They don't know what's in the bag. Are you gonna sit up here and keep on trying to give it to the person? You gonna keep on trying to offer it to the person? If they don't want it, if they don't want everything that you have to offer, then man, sometimes you just gotta take your ball and go home. Take it as a win. Actually, no, I would say, I forgot how they put it. It was like, rejection is God's protection. All right, look at it like that. Because not everybody is going to want you. Not every girl or guy that you try to hit up ain't gonna be on you like that. You know, flies and all that type of just flying towards you. A lot of, you know, you ain't gonna get everything you want in this life. And if you do, then obviously you're blessed. All, you know, shout out to you. But it's like, sometimes you really just gotta look at it and be like, dang, don't even take it as a loss. Because sometimes you won't even be the reason. You could be the best boyfriend, caring, loving, providing, protecting, the whole nine, and she still leave, or he still leave. You can't do nothing about that. There's nothing you can do to make that person stay. If you change yourself, that legit just devalues who you are inside. You can't bend and break for people who ain't worth it, you know? Actually, don't bend and break for anybody. The person that's coming in should accommodate you. Y'all should both mix. Y'all shouldn't be bending and break. I get compromised, but that's the whole nother story, man. It's like, when you come in with so much and all the qualities that you figure, and everybody tells you that you need to keep someone, and they don't stay, hey man, that ain't on you. That's not your fault. Sometimes you gotta keep it rolling, but it ain't on you. That's not your fault, man. Whoever needs to see this, shoot, or whatever, whoever chose to watch it, I appreciate it. But I was just thinking that, like, because I fumbled plenty. Actually, I wouldn't even say I fumbled plenty. Sometimes it's just one or the other, and through all of them, I try to keep myself, you know, keep learning. Don't stop learning. Don't stop listening. Listen. The flags will be told. You will legit just listen, and people will tell you their flags. People will tell you where they're at. People will show you where they're at mentally. Some people will say whatever, but you can't go off what people just say, because people will say whatever. They will tell you whatever, but then act a certain way, man. Judge off actions, and move accordingly. Don't sit up here and bend and break for a person just to find out they love you, man. You is enough. You are enough, and you deserve to be somebody's number one, not somebody's second, not somebody's third. You deserve to be somebody's top priority. Keep that in mind, man. Know your worth. Game is game. I sound like that one dude. That dude is like, that dude's got like legendary. All right, dudes. Anyway, thanks for watching. I gotta get back to my freaking cousin, dog.